protection. It's like that. Snap, snap. Well, hello out there in YouTube land there. Welcome to the review where we do things by way, because by channel, you know how it is, you know how it gets down. And let's get it started. Let's work. Let's get it together and go. And her YouTube username is RobertsonKB123. Yes, okay. And I shouted her out, and I'm gonna post it right here. So, you know, boom, I shouted you out. Yeah. Okay. She messaged me a little while back about a video topic that she had about trains, the train system in NYC, how crazy it is. People are so rude, people are so disrespectful, stuff of that nature. You know, if I could make a video about it. So I told her that I would. So you go, girl. Here it is. So the topic is those crazy ass New York City trains. Yes, that's right, they're crazy. So those New York City trains are motherfucking crazy. And yes, I have to say that. I have to say it. I have to curse about it. And I'm going to tell you why. Because I was born and raised in New York City, and I know the trains all too well. I mean, we had no car. You don't really need a car when you live in the Bronx, okay? You don't. You don't. It's a big waste of money, a waste of time, and everything else. So we never had no car. Not in my family. Well, not in my immediate family. Like with my mother and my brother and us just there. You know, I have a big family, but us living in that apartment with us three like that. Even though my cousins kind of lived with us on and off, but really just us three, we didn't have a car. Like that little family, we did not have a car. So everything was the train. Thank God my school wasn't too far away, so I didn't have to take a train there. But ultimately, the train was used for everything, like going to Manhattan a lot. We did that because my mom loves Manhattan. I mean, she's Manhattan woman. I mean, her favorite song is "She's a Native New Yorker" because it has the train in it. I mean, homegirl loves it, right? She eats it up. But me personally, I never could stand the craziness of the motherfucking New York City trains. No, okay? It was just too much. Well, the girl, when she had messaged me that about how rude and disrespectful they are on the train, and asked if I could make a video about it. And I was like, I definitely could, because I do know all too well the train system, how it's disgusting. Well, it was so much worse when I was a kid. I mean, people used to roll up blunts in the back last car, and they would smoke and, you know, get away with it. And you could do so much on the train. I mean, you could slice, stab, and kill somebody and get away with it. I mean, shit was so bad. If you could literally jump the trains all the time and get away with it. Then, you know, every so often the cops would snatch your ass up, arrest you, you know, if you was jumping the train. And didn't we all get arrested for jumping the train? I mean, I was a little girl, young kid, you know, teenager, whatever. And we used to do that. We used to jump the trains. I mean, who want to pay the motherfucking train anyway? The system is failed anyway. Boop. Nowadays, don't even try. They will get you. I mean, it's a high-tech era. They will find you and get you. And they will sniff you out and find you like the best hound dogs that money could buy, honey trust, and you will be in jail. Yes. So you know you ain't getting away with that anymore. But the train is really, 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 really nasty. I mean, it's nasty still. I feel like it is. I feel like it's gotten way better, though. I gotta admit to that. The kids are a lot different on the train than they used to be. There were so many kids from, like, group homes and the streets and dirty and disrespectful and crazy and psychotic with their hair like this and starting up trouble, trying to insinuate like they were going to burn your hair or do something to you or cut you up or whatever. But honey, trust, this girl used to carry a straight razor, shank, and all that on the train. Yes, I'm from back in the days where you had to do that. You literally had to defend yourself with weapons. And we used to literally say that, me and my friends. We used to say stuff like weapons check. I mean, isn't that crazy? That's sad. We had to be like weapons check. And strange ass kids would come in the train. You had to have your box cutter. You had to be able to use it. And you best to have trained yourself very well to use it. Because if you whip it out, you best to use it. And there were sayings like that. Don't whip out your weapons unless you're going to use them. Well, I kept my weapons hidden inside the cuffs of my sleeves of my jacket. And I had an MC jacket because I was a little wild girl. I used to dress real different. I used to dress punk and a lot of weirdness. You know, I always like to be different. Never like to be like everybody else. Ooh, no, right? To this day, no. Don't. Right? Uniqueness, it's in. It's always going to be in. Honey, trust. Be an individual, right? Yes, right? Every day, all day. Lazizi was an individual. So you always was going to see people starting up their shit and starting up some drama. So there was always going to be some asshole on the train trying to, like, test you. So you had to be able to defend yourself, and that was that. And then you had the men that came on with the trench coats, and they literally did that. Like that cartoon shit. Trench coat, whip out there thing and mess with it on the train. And you see these young girls sitting across from them or next to them, and they're like this and they're scared and they're gonna cry and everything. Oh, not me. I would just shot the motherfucker out. I'd be like, ew, what the fuck you doing with your aunt, you know, no, bitch. And yeah, I would go there because, oh no, I cut it off. All right, I would cut it off. I was that kid on the train that was very unassuming. Like, I look all innocent, but yes, in my bag I had things. Okay, yes, I was that girl that had the hairspray in her bag, lighter. I'll set your face on fire. Yes. Hairspray, lighter. I'll set your face on fire. I know it's bad, right? It's bad, right? But no, I was not gonna get. I mean, the girls were crazy back then. They would be with scissors talking about, I would cut this bitch hair and all this shit. Oh no, you'd cut my hair. I would set your motherfucking face off. Yes, I don't want to go there. Your shit happened. Shit happened. Shit happened real. It was real on them trains. Ooh, no. Girl, I'm going to have to tell you the truth, okay? I'm going to have to tell you. Laziz is going to keep it real. I'm going to keep it 1,000 for you. I'm going to tell you the truth. Yes. Okay, I have to, right? I would be on the train with my friends, and it was scary. It was a scary time. And there was always somebody else you knew on the train with you that was crazier or way more crazier than you and your friends, but you knew the person, and the person would be kicking the door or whatever and ready to fight for you or with you. It was just crazy. And then you was with all these crazy people. I mean, not so much crazy, but ghetto-licious, ghetto-fied, and ghetto-fabulous, and ghetto-stupid. Right? Yeah. Most kids did not go to school. Most kids that I know was just, hanging out, smoking that pot, and doing shit and doing nothing, right? So you hung out. That's what you did. And you put yourself in dangerous situations on them trains, yes. And then you got older, you went to work or you went to school or whatever, and the trains were still dangerous. And how you dress would cause a lot of attention. I made it a point in my life never to dress like a hoe because I never wanted to catch that kind of attention. So thank God I never did. But I was always able to grab the attention of boys and stuff like that. So boys will always be like, oh, can I talk to you, blah, blah, and it was all like this. Let me tell you how you deal with that. When you're on the train, right, and the guys want to be rude or talk to you or act a certain way, you first of all have to go on the train with a face. You gotta be with your straight face. You gotta be like, you gotta confidence, okay, and assertiveness. Excuse me, like that. You gotta move motherfuckers out the way, and you gotta be like, sit down. If you see a seat, you sit down. You never sit like this. You don't put your face like, no, you ain't sorry about nothing. You be assertive, straight, strong, back straight, because posture and mannerisms and body language count for a hell of a lot with people. Psychologically wise, they will shit all over you if they see you stand in a position of weakness. So you must carry yourself with an air of strength and courage and, nobility. Be powerful in your stance and your mannerisms, and be ready, if need be, to go clock a motherfucker up. No, really, actually, right here. Boom! There, it's broken. And you can't see when you punched in your face. And right here, it's very sensitive area. Trust me, I know. I was trained. I actually went to karate school when I was a little kid. But that's not here or there. We'll talk about that another time. So basically, that's it. That's my tip if you want to train. Carry yourself with an assertive, air about yourself, that you are not here to take nobody's nonsense. Don't be mean. Somebody smiles at you. Somebody says, excuse me, go, okay. But keep your head high, because that's important. Because if you keep your head high, it's hard for motherfuckers to want to step on you. When you go in there with your head low and you just all sitting with your hands like this. No, don't sit with your, you sit like this. Like, yeah, and keep your hands open like you can trust me. I'm here, what? I'm not going to hurt you, and you ain't going to hurt me, because we are going to do this. Yes. And I'm one of those people that do not walk down the street trying to start trouble or be like, oh, excuse, you don't see me standing here, lady, and all that. I'm not that girl. I'm more like, if you bump into me, step on me, you go, oh, excuse me, I go, it's all right. And then I'm just like, and I have that sweet voice, especially for old people. If you want to see me lose it, like, don't get up for an old lady on the train. Like, just don't get up for her. And I'll be like, damn, you can't get up and you a man? Damn. And then you might even hear me get a little loud, and everybody will turn around and go, oh, she said that? And I was like, yes, it was me. I said it. And I do get on the train with my earphones. And yes, I got to have my eye touch. My best friend right here. I have to have it because I need my music. Everywhere I go, I'm a music junkie. I don't know if you know this about Azizi, but I'm a music junkie. And I need it. I'm like this. I need my music. Okay, I need to be singing and dancing in my head at all times. I know it's crazy, right? But music, is sound frequency. It's waves. I need to feel good, and I have to hear good music, happy music. I listen to a little bit of sad shit too. I like a little Sade too, sexy, slow shit. But I like some happy music that makes me like, want to dance and move up and down the aisles of Pathmark. Yeah, because now I'm one of those old girls that likes to go to Pathmark with her mother and do food shopping. But back in the days, like I was saying, before I digress and get all old lady on the train going shopping with her mother and shit. Back to the subject. Trains for you. The train's for you. You young girl, you on the train. You trying to get from A to B and be cute, and you don't want nobody to bother you. Okay, this is how you deal with that. like I said, I'm gonna stress it. I'm gonna stress it for you. Assertiveness. Keep your head held high. You know, don't let nobody fuck with you, and don't fuck with nobody. When you're on the train, you gotta think really positive. Don't think that something's gonna happen. Don't go into the train with a lot of fears. You know, it's just a train. The train's a lot better than it was when I was growing up. It was disgusting. I mean, you could get killed. You get pushed in the train track. That was the normal. You could actually literally get pushed into the motherfucking train tracks, and your mother would tell you stuff like, stand against the wall, stand against the wall. I mean, you was told that by every older person. They were always telling you to stand against the wall because somebody every so often was getting their ass pushed into the train tracks and yes, killed. And people was losing their legs and their limbs. I mean, they would jump through the carts and get chopped in half. I mean, it happens. And supposedly they would get squished, right? And half their body be here in this way, and they would have to call the priest and everybody there for you to say goodbye, because when they moved the train, whoop, all your guts came out. I mean, I used to hear those stories from my aunts and they cops and stuff, so I used to hear these horror stories. Ooh, no, right? Let's not go there. But I already went there, so I scared you, I spooked you. But anyway, whatever. Just don't go jumping through the tracks, you know, don't go running through those doors. It's dangerous. It could be dangerous. And if you're going to do that, really know what you're doing. I don't even know if you're allowed to do that anymore. Are you? I don't know. Maybe you can let me know. But anyway, I don't live in New York City anymore. But when I do go to New York City, yes, I'm going to be on them trains with my mother and actually enjoy myself because now it's an adventure. Before it was just like going to prison or something. It was something horrible you didn't want to do. It was so dangerous, and it was. It was really, really dangerous. And I'm pretty sure you young, and if you out there on the trains right now, it's probably rigorous. It's probably crazy. You know, you're going to get that young attention, and those young kids, they could be real crazy. I'm super duper sure that they're not bugging out and acting wild out like they was when I was a kid, but I'm pretty sure they still acting like asses. You know, there's still group homes out there, and there's still bad-ass kids out there. You know, my criados out there raised wrong. So, you know, you're going to get your bad-ass kids acting up. Just remember, if somebody disrespects you, you tell them, yo, you know, chill the fuck out, and you just put them in check. That's it. And like I said before, and I'm gonna stress it again, keep your mannerisms very strong. You know, keep an air of you positive and powerful, and you will get through the day on the train perfectly wonderful. I actually have fun on the train now. It's not so bad anymore, you know, because it did change a lot than it did when I was a kid. That's the truth. I gotta admit that. So anyway, this is to Robinson KB123. Thanks for the topic, and keep watching and keep enjoying. And to everybody else, that's the show. And like I always say, click like, click it, click it, click it. I'm here for you. And thanks for watching my show.